This is the video notes that go with our guided notes that is titled Solving and Checking ax plus bx equals c equals d. Okay, so in this one, we're still thinking about the combining like terms because we have the two x terms. Look at example 1. Okay, plus we're adding a third step in here. So this is the first look we've had this year at 3-step equations. Okay, so let's just use the knowledge we already know because we do know how to do this. This is review, and let's put in our river. Okay, so the first step we're going to do is combine our like terms. Okay, and that's the like terms on the same side of the river. Okay, so that would be my 2x plus 3x, which is going to give me 5x, and then bring down the plus 10, the equal, and the 40. Now again, when I look at this equation, this is a 2-step equation at this point, and it's the same last 2 steps we do probably 90 to 95% of the time. Okay, so it should be an old habit now. We know that we got to minus the 10 to go with the 40. So we're going to have 5x equal to 40 minus 10, which is 30. And then that last step is to divide by 5. So now I have x is equal to 30 divided by 5, which is 6. Now, of course, we're going to have to check it. So we're going to go over here and we're in our check column, and we're going to do 2x plus 3x plus 10 equal to 40, just writing down our original problem. If we want to, we can put in the river right here. And then we're going to substitute our 6 for x in the second step. Okay, so what that's going to look like is 2 times 6 plus 3 times 6 plus 10. Okay, now order of operations says I got to multiply before I can add. So 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 10. Okay, well, now we're going to add. And we always just do it right to left. 12 plus 18, that is going to be 30, plus that 10, but 30 plus that 10 is going to give me 40. And if I look over here, 40 is what I'm supposed to have, so I know that checks out, and this is my correct answer. Now, pause your video, make sure you've got everything copied down correctly, and then go to example 2. Now, in example 2, it's the same basic problem. Let me just stick my river in here before we start talking about it. But if I notice this time, my x terms are not side by side. Now, they're on the same side of the river, but they're not side by side like they were with the 2x plus 3x in number 1. But I still have to put them together. I still have to combine them because they're like terms. Now, the other thing is x. What number is in front of x? We know that it's 1. Some people like to put the 1 placeholder there so that they can remember that. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine the 1x and the 2x because they're like terms. Okay? So 1x plus 2x is 3x. Now I got this 9 hanging out right there with it, so I got to bring it down, plus 9. And then that's equal to 15. Now here we go, our last 2 steps. We're going to subtract 9 from both sides. And that gives me 3x equal to 15 minus 9. That's going to be 6. And when I divide by 3 on both sides, I get x equal to 2. Now, let's check our answer. So I'm going to come over here and write down my equation. So I've got x plus 9 plus 2x equal to 15. If I put my river in right here, now, next thing I'm going to do is substitute the 2 in for x. So I've got 2 plus 9 plus 2 times 2 equals. Okay, now order of operations says I got to multiply first. So I'm going to bring down this 2, this plus 9, plus 2 times 2 is 4 equal. Now let's do our adding. 2 plus 9 is 11 plus 4, but 11 plus 4 is 15. And I have 15 on this side and 15 on that side. It checks out, and x equals 2 is my answer. Please press pause, make sure everything's copied down correctly, and then go to example 3. Now, example 3, I just threw in a minus and a negative. Okay, still the same steps we need to work on. Okay, so I'm going to put in my river right here. Okay, now this time I'm still going to combine my x's, so I've got 6x, and over here, be careful, it's not plus 4x, it's minus 4x. Okay, so if I do 6x minus 4x, well, that's 6 minus 4, which is 2x. Then I bring down my plus 10 equal to negative 4. Okay. Now, I'm going to subtract the 10 from both sides, just like that. And I'm going to have 2x equal to, now negative 4 minus 10 is negative 14. And let's see, let's divide both sides by 2. And I've got x equal to negative 7. Okay? Now, I need to check my answer. So I'm going to come over here. Y'all know this habit already. Write your problem down. 6x plus 10 minus 4x, and that's going to equal to negative 4. And we're going to set it up by putting our river in. Now, second step is to substitute the negative 7. So I've got 6 times negative 7 plus 10 minus 4 times negative 7. Okay? Now, multiplying first with the order of operations. 6 times negative 7 is negative 42. Bring down the plus 10. Now, just focus on this. Just focus on this. So I'm coming to the rest of it up with my finger. What I see is negative 4 times negative 7. Negative 4 times negative 7 is positive 28. That means I'm going to write plus 28. When I multiplied it and it came out to be a positive, that's a plus sign now. Okay, that's why. Now, let's do the addition. Negative 42 plus 10, that's negative 32 plus 28. Negative 32 plus 28 is negative 4, and that checks out. And there is our answer. Okay, pause your video, make sure everything's correct, and move to example 4. Now, example 4 is similar. It's just some additions and minuses and negatives. Just one more practice problem. So I put my river in. Now this time I see my like terms are side by side. Okay, so I'm going to do negative 2 plus 10. Negative 2 plus 10, which is positive 8. So I'm going to write down 8x. I'm going to bring down that minus 8 right there, equal to negative 48. Now, during our last 2 steps, the minus 8 becomes a plus 8, just like that. There's a lot of 8's in this problem. So we've got 8x, that minus 8 plus 8 cancels. Now I've got negative 48 plus 8, which is negative 40. If I divide both sides by 8, I get x equal to negative 5. Okay? Now, I need to check it. So I'm going to go right over here in the check box, and I'm going to copy my problem down. Negative 2x plus 10x minus 8 equal to negative 48. And I'm going to put my river right there. Now, remember, we're going to substitute negative 5 in for x. So I've got negative 2 times negative 5 plus 10 times negative 5 minus 8. All right, so now multiplying, negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. Now, I'm just going to zoom in and just focus on this multiplication fact right here. That's really positive 10 times negative 5. Well, positive 10 times negative 5 is negative 50. Since it's negative 50, we're going to write minus 50, minus 8. Okay? Now, let's start subtracting. 10 minus 50 is negative 40. And that's minus 8 comes down with it. Now, I've got negative 40 minus 8, which is negative 48. And look, that's what we have on this side, so we check out. We know this is our correct answer. Okay, pause your video, make sure everything's copied down. Then put your notes in your interactive notebook and go to Canvas and complete the assignment that goes with these notes.